We are tracking Hurricane Fiona, now a Category 3 storm. A live look at Fiona's path as it makes its way over Turks and Caicos. But the season's first major hurricane already leaving death and destruction behind in parts of Puerto Rico. NBC's Gabe Gutierrez reports from Salinas, Puerto Rico, where they're dealing with massive power outages and catastrophic flooding.
This is what some neighborhoods in southern Puerto Rico are waking up to. Down trees, down power lines, no running water. We even just saw more rain here overnight, but thankfully the floodwaters in this neighborhood have started to recede. Still, the toll on Puerto Rico and the Caribbean has been devastating. At least 3 people are dead in Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic. This all comes after Hurricane Fiona strengthened overnight to a major Category 3 hurricane, and it's now heading toward Turks and Caicos. Meanwhile, here in Puerto Rico, the governor says that more than 2,000 people were in emergency shelters. More than 1,000 people had to be rescued from neighborhoods like this one. Yesterday, we spoke with residents here who told us how they had to race out of their homes, picked up by municipal officials when the floodwaters raced in. This is the most rain Puerto Rico has seen in this neighborhood, the most they've ever seen, even more than Hurricane Maria, which, by the way, hit Puerto Rico exactly 5 years ago today. The governor says that he hopes that power will be restored in the coming days, not months like it was during Hurricane Maria, but still there are many questions here in Puerto Rico about how long the power will be out and how long before water is restored. About 2/3 of this island are still without running water. Back to you.
Well, Fiona's a Category 3, a major hurricane continuing over to the Turks and Caicos Islands there, and will continue to slide further off to the north and make its way toward Bermuda. Could be as a Category 4 hurricane, so we'll be checking that as we go along. And there's some other disturbances out there as well that we need to check on. We had some rain move through the area earlier, and now it's way down here to the south, finally moving all the way through. You can see just almost out of our southernmost counties here, Troup and Meriwether counties here, do have some moderate pockets in there indicated by the yellow and the orange. No lightning strikes at all, but it's now fading away. We have a small chance for an isolated shower for the rest of the afternoon, but likely you won't see it. You won't see it, just those cumulus clouds bubbling up. Thanks to the heating. Look at this. Temperatures already in the 80s in a lot of spots. 84 degrees right now in the city of Atlanta. 77 down in McDonough, down toward Locust Grove. You're at 81 degrees, Peachtree City. Fayetteville, you're at 80. 78 degrees, Chattahoochee Hills. 80 in Powder Springs. Ackworth at 79. 83 degrees in Marietta. You have 87 degrees, closer to the 90-degree mark there in Tucker and DeKalb County. 84 again in downtown Atlanta. So heating right on up into the 90s as we head through the afternoon. We're expecting a high temperature today of about 91 degrees, well above our average. We should be in the low 80s this time of year. So holding on to summer with all our might in some spots. 9 out of a possible 11 on the Wazometer. It's how we rate your weather on a scale from 1 to 11, with 11 being the most perfect day we can have at this time of year. It's really the only game in town. These little showers moved out of Tennessee. You can see even some more firing up there. Little waves right on through. So we have the threat for a shower, mainly for our westernmost counties, but likely it's going to stay dry today. High pressure has been dominating our skies. We still have it over our area. About that. Here it is, our forecast track model. You can follow along with me with the time right there at the top of the screen. Shows the clouds and the rain that we have out there now pushing away. We'll see more of those clouds popping up thanks to the daytime heating, and then we're going to do it all over again for tomorrow. We're going to lose those clouds, and then we'll start off with sunshine for your Wednesday. We'll hold on to it for much of the day, anywhere from partly to mostly sunny skies. Looking great for your Wednesday. Thursday starts off the same way. We start off with a little sunshine, but kind of a front that's going to make its way through the area. I'm thinking late in the day. Not a whole lot of moisture associated with this at all, and so we're not looking at much of the way of rain, but behind that front is where we'll feel the difference. Temperatures will begin to cool back down into the low 80s, where they should be for this time of year. By the time we get to Friday, in fact, Friday night going into Saturday, temperatures will be down into the 50s, so we'll take that. Let's jump out to the tropics because it's getting very active out there. Of course, we have Fiona, now a Category 3 hurricane moving on to the Turks and Caicos Islands there. We'll continue to slide up to the north. Could strengthen to a Category 4 by tomorrow before it brushes right along or maybe even very close to Bermuda and then continues further off to the north as it begins to dissipate there. Now, Just back off to the east, we have even more. So we're looking at Tropical Depression 8 that formed this morning. That is heading further off to the north, so shouldn't pose much of a threat to any landmass there. And then this cluster of thunderstorms headed toward the Caribbean Sea has now a 70% chance for development over the next 5 days. We've got to watch that closely because that could move into the Gulf, and so we'll be watching that. All right, 93 degrees for the high temperature tomorrow. First day of fall is Thursday. We'll hit 94. Behind that front that moves through Thursday, we'll cool it back down. 82 degrees for the high on Friday. Saturday, 84. So it sets us up for a nice start to our weekend. Cheryl?
Chesley, thanks a lot.